Born Krishna 16 years ago, today she's Naina. Few of us have the strength to follow our own truths. This is truly an inspiring story of coming of age. Naina is going to be sharing with us her transformation from he to she. This is a must for any of you who have been labeled different. Please join your hands to welcome Naina and her mother, Mishi. Yeah. Naina, when did you know you were not in your own skin?
I guess I always knew, but I would say around the ages of 3, 4, and 5, because that's essentially where the concept of gender is introduced to us. Society tells us how a boy should be and how a girl should be. So I knew that while all the boys were running around playing with soccer balls and cricket bats, and I was sitting inside and playing with Barbies and all. So I knew there was something different in me. I just I couldn't put a pin on it. I didn't know what it was.
So you feel that the gender identity issue started as early as 4 or 5 for you. You knew that something was not quite right.
Yeah, and I would actually, many a times, I would try to go to the girls' bathroom in like nursery, and mom actually got screamed at for that. And so yeah, I was really rebel against my gender, but no one really took that seriously. Everyone was like, oh, he's just playing around and all of that. But I was very serious about my gender.
What did you think when you heard from school that, she's using the girls' bathroom and talked to her?
You just think that children are just being naughty or, so I didn't think much of it, honestly speaking.
So Naina, just so that we're all on the same page, I think please explain to us the difference between transgender, transsexual, cross-dressing, because I don't think most people here understand it.
Well, transgender is sort of an umbrella term for many things, hijras, cross-dressers, drag queens, all of those. So gender is a social construct, right? So when you're transgender, you're just dressing as another person, or as the opposite gender.
Okay.
But a transsexual is changing their sex, is changing their body. So I'm a transsexual woman because I'm on HRT, hormone replacement therapy. So I'm changing sexes, which is different from gender, because sex is a biological characteristic. You're born with a sex.
Right. So there's chilling statistics about how gender identity issues affect people, and 41% of them attempt suicide.
Yeah, it's really quite harsh. I myself have attempted suicide twice, so I know what it's like to be in that space where everything is so helpless and hopeless, and you don't know what to do because you're afraid people will not accept you. So as 41% is alarmingly high when you see how many transgender people there are. There are, as of now, 200 million registered transgender people. So imagine if like 41% of them attempted to kill themselves because society didn't accept them. How ridiculous is that? Which is what I'm working towards. Because that, even though they only attempt suicide and a few are successful, it's still like a massive amount, and it needs to be brought down. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so what actually, was there one thing that drove you to the point where you wanted to take your own life? Or was it one comment or something somebody said? Or?
No, it was a general, in our society, gender is so important. Like, for example, men are given specific gender roles and women are given other specific gender roles. And to not conform to the gender roles you have been brought up with is very tough, because I didn't know. I hadn't opened out to my mom then. I didn't know. I hadn't opened out to my friends. I hadn't opened out to anyone. I didn't know whether people would accept me, whether people would, hurt me, whether people would, so I thought that, let me just die when I'm still happy, like when people still think I'm happy.
So it was just all spinning around
Yeah,
in
it
your
was
head.
spinning around,
You
yeah.
weren't able to talk to anyone. You weren't able to verbalize it at this point.
At all.
So what brought you back? What actually saved you? Said, I'm not going to go through with this.
Actually, my friend Srishti, she's in the audience.
Srishti, raise your hand.
There she is. So yeah, she. I was in the middle of hurting myself for the second time, and she called me and she just said, "I love you," and she cut the phone. That's it. That's all she said. And I just remember, and then that just hit me like somebody loved me, Somebody still cared. And then I thought about my mom and how devastated she would be. So that's what really brought me back. And instead of killing myself, I could be an asset to the society and help spread awareness about transgenderism.
What happened? Okay, Vasant Sali is having their own private moment. Did you know about the suicide attempt?
No, I didn't know about the suicide attempt, but I knew that Naina was depressed for a year. Absolutely depressed. She would not speak at all. She would come home from school and you were 15 or what?
Yeah,
She'd
15.
fall asleep in the car, just fall asleep and wouldn't wake up, and then wake up at 7 or 8, and it was terrible. Even school got to know that she was very, very depressed, and luckily, the school is so cooperative and good, and we got together, and her counselor and everyone started talking to each other and sort of got onto the same page. But she did not speak for 1 year. It was horrible.
Naina, when did you actually verbalize and figure this out?
So after I came out as gay in 2013, when I was 14 years old in August, but something still wasn't right? Because while you are gay, you're a gay man. So you're still a man, right? So gender stereotypes, all of that. So then I started looking at this YouTuber, Gigi Gorgeous. I love her. So she also thought that she was a gay man who just liked wearing makeup and dresses. And she never assumed herself to be transgender. But now she's gone through the entire sex reassignment surgery and she's so much happier. And that's when I started thinking that maybe even I'm like that. Maybe I am transgender too. Maybe I'm not just pleased with being a man who's a little effeminate, but I want to be a woman. And then that realization, while it was relieving, it was very terrifying. And then I started telling people.
So it's a process then. It's not something that you just come to and saying, oh, I'm a girl. If something is not right and you kind of keep looking for what is.
Yeah, I didn't just wake up one day and be like, oh, today I'm going to be a girl.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
And you had a support system that saw you through this journey, right? Otherwise, it's not possible to do this journey. It's a very tough journey.
It is. It's actually very, very tough. And without my amazing group of friends and such a nice peer group and amazing family and an amazing, amazing school who I can't thank enough. Thanks to them, I have been able to really flourish as a person and become and have been presented with this podium today, that to be able to share my story and hopefully help someone else as well.
So what actually gave you the inner strength? The fact that they were all around you, it was like a circle around you?
Literally. There was, the first time I wore heels to a party, all my friends came out when I was in my car, I came out of my car, and all my friends came out and they were like standing there and they literally made a circle around me to like carry me into the party. It was like an ultra level of support. It's like I can't even describe it.
So what was it like to tell your mom for the first time? Or was she kind of going through the journey with you? from saying, okay, gay, but not quite comfortable yet, maybe something else?
No, I don't think she knew that I wasn't comfortable after coming out as gay, or coming out as a gay man, because I never told her that I was uncomfortable. And I don't really, she's always suspected me to be transgender, but she never really said it. And I don't think she knew what I was going through, but yeah, she definitely has supported me through everything.
So once you decided, you verbalized it, you came out, you apparently did a talk in your school where you came out and you announced it and you explained things to people. So what are the things that changed in school and in your life?
Well, in school, it was so, before I came out, which was in January, this year only, and everyone was so confused because I was wearing makeup and heels and, women's clothing to parties, and they were really confused and they were asking me a lot of questions, but I refused to answer any of them. I completely brushed them off. I didn't pay attention to them. So people were definitely very confused. So when I came out, it definitely did answer a lot of questions. People had, like, why is he now suddenly wearing makeup and all. So yeah, I think it answered a lot of questions, and people became more accepting towards who I was. People became more open and free and with me, and they felt more comfortable around me instead of me being just like a flight risk who would like start crying at everything.
So you were wearing a boy's uniform to school, but at parties you had started wearing girls'
exactly.
clothes.
So they were really confused because our boys' uniform is actually pants and a shirt, but I refused to wear that, and so I just wore shorts and a shirt, and I used to wear that through winter as well.
With your beautiful long legs, so.
But yeah, so I used to wear those through winter as well, and so people used to get really confused, when I'm wearing like skinny jeans and like crop tops at parties, and I'm in school with like shorts. They used to get really, really confused and weirded out. So yeah.
Can you explain to us the bathroom dilemma?
Oh, the bathroom dilemma. It's been going on for years now. I mean, even like for transgender people, I feel like it is so tough, and one of the major issues I feel I have come across is a bathroom dilemma, because before, when I used to have like short hair and I used to go to the mall in my boys' uniform, I used to go. Once I walked into the women's security area, and the woman just looked at me like I was mad. She's like, "You're not meant to be here. Go there." And I was like, "No, I'm meant to be here." Anyway, so then I walked into the boys' bathroom because I had to use the loo, and then I came back the same night and I went to the girls' bathroom, and everyone was just so confused, and it confused me further, and I was like freaking out. So bathroom dilemma is just like something crazy. Like, do you use the girls' bathroom or the boys' bathroom? Like for example, in my school, the girls, we change for PE in the girls' bathroom. So whenever girls are changing, I'll always use the nurses' bathroom. But yeah, the bathroom dilemma is like crazy. Obviously, I'm not gonna go in the boys' bathroom and stand in front of a urinal with like my salwar kameez. Like that would be so ridiculous. Like people who would like freak out. The boys I feel would be very uncomfortable. So obviously, so that's the bathroom dilemma.
So have the boys changed the way they react to you now that you've been having hormone therapy and you will be having surgery later next year after your board exams?
Yes, they have changed a lot. They're really, they make really funny comments. I feel like one of the boys came up to me and he said, "You should change your name to Radha, not Naina, because Krishna and Radha." And I was like, "What? Like, what are you talking about? Go away." The boys are like, it's so funny. But they still call me Krishna, and it's really mean. But they're like, no, you're always Krishna.
But you know that Krishna can be both.
Yeah, I do. But like, I just associate Krishna with like a man.
Do you feel that because you've been in their private space or shoes for a while, you can deal with them much better than other girls?
I've actually never counted myself, and I don't think my batchmates have either counted me as a boy. Like they've always counted me as a girl. And one of my friends was just telling me before this, she's like, "Oh, I've always been fighting off people who keep on questioning, are you a boy or a girl and stuff." And even all the while knowing that I was a girl. So people have always known. They never looked at me as a boy. They always looked at me like a girl, like a mad woman in a boy's uniform, basically.
So it's a lot to take on. I mean, board exams and surgery all like in the same year.
Yeah, I'm going to be like running around like a headless chicken, like for those few months. I'm going to be like running up and down, not knowing what to do, where to go. But I plan on having it as soon as my boards are over.
Are you going to be able to focus on your board exams? You're just thinking about the
Probably
surgery.
not. I'm just
surgery,
like
surgery,
thinking of the surgery right now.
Oh, you better.
Okay, okay.
So what has been your journey of accepting Krishna now as Naina?
Well, I've always known because Krishna has always been girly, and anyone who is associated with Krishna knows that. So it's been a long journey, and finally, when I saw that she was so happy being a girl when we were in Bombay together, and she was dressing up as a girl, and we were going out and doing makeup and having fun, I just realized that just forget it now. I'm not going to pretend. And, it's so much easier when the monkey is off your back and you throw the towel in. Look at her today. She's
amazing.
Yeah,
Isn't she amazing, guys?
And they're amazing. I mean, her friends are amazing. They've actually bullied me and school to sort of wrap our heads around this idea that Naina is a girl, So it's all of us. It's been such a fabulous team effort.
What was your support system? Because to be able to support Naina through her journey, you needed a support system as well. It's not hard. It's not easy as a mother to accept these changes that are taking place.
Yeah. My mother. My mother's my rock. When I went and told her, Mama, I think Krishna's a girl, she's like, what are you so surprised about, And
so the Nani always knew.
Nani is
Nani
totally
always
cool.
knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really cool.
She's
like
way
actually.
cooler than us.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
pretty cool. I wanted her to be here today. She
Yeah.
taught me like, ever since I was a kid, I remember her always saying, do you want to be a girl and all? And I would be like, no, Nani, I don't want to be and all. And now she's like, do you want to be a girl? And I'm like, yeah, of course, come on, let's do it.
No, so you seem to have a very open relationship with both your Nani and your mother. But for a while, you went into a shell, and then you opened up.
Yeah.
So now you kind of talk about everything.
Yeah, I tell my mom everything, like everything. She's, like, I feel like I just have, like, so much to talk about because I never shut up. So she's always at home, so I, like, run to her and I tell her everything. So, yeah. And my friends never pick up their phones, so.
You guys just got a telling off.
Yeah, come on.
So what are your dreams for Naina? What are you looking forward for her to do?
Well, first of all, I want her to be happy and comfortable in her own body. And then just what any parent wishes, be successful, be a good human being, do good, find love, get married, have babies, anything, any parent. I mean, it's no different for Naina.
Naina, after the operation, sorry for being ignorant, can you have babies?
No, not at all. I don't know. No.
But you can adopt.
Yeah, I can adopt babies, but I can't have children because not only do I need a uterus, there's also like in a woman, for example, the elasticity in her skin is also required to have a child, which I won't have.
So you've done a lot of reading around
I've done a lot of reading. I didn't like just think of it. Like I did a lot of research, I did a lot of reading. I actually really want to have my own children, but I know it's not a possibility.
Have you had lots of people come up and talk to you since you came out?
I have, and I really try my level best to help transgender people in like who I can. For example, there's this one girl in Saudi Arabia who Kamila is her name. She's amazing, and but her society doesn't accept her. So I've actually really called everyone I know in Saudi Arabia, which is like 3 people, and asked them like, how is it in Saudi Arabia? And it's honestly very bad. So, and I've helped her through her journey. Now her parents are accepting her for who she is, and she's allowed to dress like a lady at home, but obviously she's not allowed to go out as a girl just yet. But I've always been like, oh, you can come to India and we chill together and stuff.
So she always had this amazing sense of humor, because she has like a very dry sense of humor.
Naina. Naina?
Yeah, Naina.
Oh, she's, you know, she can make people laugh. She's got a great sense of humor, and she's a pusher. I'm very proud of her, very, extremely. Yeah, I am proud of her.
Are there any bits of your life? Are there any bits of your life as Krishna that you remember that you want to take with you?
No, actually, because like Krishna was never there. Like I don't, there was always a bit of Naina mixed in. Like I never made a proper decision, and I never did it like, you know, made a proper action without actually having a bit of Naina mixed in there. So they've always been like kind of one, and Naina just recently overpowered.
Where did you pick Naina from? Was it Deepika Padukone's name from?
No.
Where did you pick Naina from?
I was actually going through bizarre names until
Okay.
until my mom told me that I always called myself Naina. Like
Oh.
as a child, whenever someone asked me my name, I would be like, oh, my name is Naina, and then she'd be like, no, your name is Krishna. Like, remember, please. And then so that's when it came from. Otherwise, I was thinking of like random names. My mom wanted me to change my name to India.
Okay.
That would have been a bad
I'm glad you
idea.
didn't take that suggestion, Naina.
Right.
So last question. Any tip out there for people who may be finding themselves going through any kind of issues which would label them different or would make them stand out, and then they would have to stand up for their own truth? What would you advise them? Because you have come out really strong. You know, nothing can hurt you, and that's fantastic.
Thank you. I would say that I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but if you are different, especially in a society like ours, it's going to be tough, and you should learn how to stand on your own. But I think the most important thing is to remember is that you must seek help, because seeking help is not a sign of weakness, or it's not a sign of defeat either. You are strong enough to admit that you need help, and I think it's very important for you to get help. And if you are different, be happy being different. At least you're not like everyone else.
Thank you, Naina. Thank you, Mishi, for this amazing story and for sharing your truth with us.
Tremendous. I'd request Naina and her mother to stay on stage while I call upon Mr. C. Parameswaran, Director of Corporate and Industry Relations, Amrita University, to come up and present a small token of our appreciation to Naina and her mother, Mishi Singh. All right, go Naina.